What up, world? Welcome to another episode of the BrandonJaneauShow. As you know, I am Brandon Janeau, like always on all podcast platforms everywhere. BrandonJaneauShow, social media platforms, Instagram, Threads, Brandon Janeau, just Brandon Janeau, Facebook, the Brandon Janeau Show, and of course TikTok. It is Brandon Janeau Show. I also have an X, which is Twitter. And it's B Janu. So you go there, it's B Janu. You go there, and you shall find me. And of course, YouTube channel Brandon Janu Show. Man, go subscribe, comment. I do comment back. Like the vids, like the shorts. Uh, yes. Uh, let's get into it. So tonight, I combine two things in one. That is wrestling life point of view or random shit. Excuse me. I'm having fun doing this. Second time I'm doing it, so this is really dope. Uh, so hopefully you guys combining both of my series to do this one. So I'm looking forward to doing this. Hope you guys enjoy this. Let's get into it, man. Especially with everything that's going on in professional wrestling, I'm not getting a chance to. I haven't gotten a chance to really go and uh go sit down with my family. You know, uh, straight through the ropes. Um, so gotta do it on my own. Next Saturday, it will be. I'll be back with the Wrestling Life review, rating review show of Bad Blood. Can't wait for that. Might be doing it again next week. uh, because of the NXT debut on the CW. I might actually do an episode. I don't know. I'm still debating that, but that's gonna be a pretty cool episode to do. So let's get into it. Speaking of NXT, that's exactly where I want to start. Now, this is me, just me. I think NXT might be the second best brand in professional wrestling right now. Yes, clearly better than SmackDown. Clearly better than SmackDown. Um, better than, of course, AEW, Collision, and Rampage. Dynamite and them kind of run neck and neck. Raw, I think, is one, and then NXT and NXT and Dynamite could be two, you know, 2A, 2B, depending on how you look at it. Um, but I think NXT, man, is the second best brand um in professional wrestling right now. The wrestling, the storylines, they're easily followed. You know what the hell is happening. Um, I will say this: they're too dependent on the NXT championship right now. They're a little bit too dependent on like the NXT championship. They're a little bit too dependent on Trick Williams and Ethan Page. I don't know what's gonna happen Tuesday. If Trick wins the belt, which I think he probably is gonna get the belt back, they're probably gonna fight again at Halloween Havoc, and then that should be the end. Ethan Page should go off and do something else. Trick should keep the belt until he has to drop it to Obafemi at Stand and Deliver because I feel like that's what they're working towards. Is Obafemi versus Trick Williams at Stand and Deliver. People forget that they actually teased it like a couple months ago. So I think Obafemi is going to be the person that's going to take the belt from Trick at Stand and Deliver. Um, because I think Obafemi is going to drop the belt to Tony D'Angelo. Um, Now some people say, is it too early for Trick? Is it too early for Obafemi? Well, that's why I said Stand and Deliver. Not recent, not right now. You still got some people, and of course, Wesley still feuding with Zachary Wentz. So once that feud is done, whenever they wrap that up by the end of the year, he's gonna be somebody that could definitely go for the NXT Championship if they haven't already called him up to the main roster, which I've been said they probably should. I think they're gonna do what they did with Roxanne Perez, and they're gonna wait to get his heel character really over first, and then move him up. Which is why I think they're gonna put the at some point they're gonna put him in a feud for the NXT Championship. Um, yeah, the men's side of NXT is kind of hard, because you don't really have too many men that can go for the title outside of Trick and Ethan Page that you would believe. Uh, Javon Evans is not ready. Like I said, Obafemi is already an NXT North American champion, so when he drops that belt, that's the only other person you can even sit here and say that would make sense. Um, so yeah, um, but I feel like NXT just has an amazing brand, and maybe it's because it's a testament to Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels running NXT. Um, I feel like NXT has literally the best tag team division in wrestling right now. I mean, it's just and I know that people sit there and say, well, they don't really have any more. They have any tag teams. Looking at the tag team champions that all of these brands have, Judgment Day, Bloodline, Judgment Day, Bloodline, um, the Young Bucks on AEW, Ring of Honor has what, uh, Sam Guevara and Goldust. It's literally just it's just like um especially with the Nathan Frazier and Axiom possibly going one on one with uh probably dropping the belts at some point to the Motor City Machine Guns. That's already a massive win. Um, you still got Chase U, you still got uh Tony D'Angelo and the family. You got some teams, man, in NXT. But I feel like and I feel like also NXT has the best women's division in all of wrestling right now. Even better than AEW, even better than Ring of Honor. I think NXT has the best women's division in Roxanne Perez, Kalani Jordan. You have Julia now. You just debuted Stephanie Vicker. Well, technically, you debuted Stephanie Vicker, but she just wasn't physically there yet. I don't know if she's gonna arrive on Chicago. I don't think. I think you needed to show her because I think Cora Jade is coming back, and you still got Nikita Lyons. You still have, yeah, like Cora Jade and Nikita Lyons, two people that's been out for like for like a year now. They're probably going to debut as they're going to come back at some point, and then that adds into the growing women that you already have on that page on that in NXT. So now you have one of the best women's divisions in wrestling. Like I said, the men could get a little bit better. They definitely gotta fix that. The TNA collaboration is working perfect for them. And TNA, people could sit there and shit on the collaboration and say TNA really didn't do shit, but hasn't really gotten a lot of shit from it. But TNA hasn't really given any NXT really their big stars, and people don't understand that. They see Joe Hendry, and they see Jordan Grace, and they automatically and now Rosemary, and you had Alexander Hammerstone and certain people, and now you got of course Zachary Wentz, uh, you know uh, on TV, but just we still haven't seen Josh Alexander, we still haven't seen Moose, we still haven't seen you know what I'm saying, like we haven't seen you know we still haven't seen those wrestlers from TNA that can't wait to see. I can't wait to see Moose in the ring with Obafemi. Like that should be legendary. Josh Alexander in the ring with you know Josh Alexander in the ring with um maybe Trick Williams. Maybe Wesley. That'd be a crazy ass matchup. Maybe Joe Coffey. Like it's other wrestlers. So I feel like NXT has the second best brand in professional wrestling, and that's me. That's my opinion. But I think NXT has the second best brand. I think NXT has the second best brand in professional wrestling, which brings me to AEW. Now, last night was AEW's Grand Slam. Now, a lot of people have said numerous times that Grand Slam for the last couple of years have, kind of, you know, the attendance of Grand Slam has gone down a lot. Um, Kind of what happens when you continuously run a show in the same damn place for as long as you've been running a show in the same damn place. Um, that's why eventually you have to move. You have to, eventually you have to move. You know, venues. That's why now them doing all in, in Dallas is gonna be pretty damn good for them because they need to move places. The same thing with Grand Slam. Grand Slam, you don't have to continuously do it in New York. If you're gonna do it in New York, you don't have to do it at Oster Ashe Stadium. You can move it to maybe another venue in New York. But I don't know if they can sell out MSG, but let's see if you can sell out MSG. Um, but yeah, I feel like, man, I feel like this AEW last night. Grand Slam was good last night. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie. Grand Slam was really good last night. The Mariah May match. Do I feel like they are dropping the ball? I think once the storyline is over for AEW, they don't know really what the fuck they're doing. That's just how AEW operates. Um, and they might be embedding time. Same thing with SmackDown with Roman Reigns. You like for years I've said when Roman Reigns is not on TV, it feels like the Bloodline storyline is just dragging their fucking feet. It feels like that right now, where AEW is now dragging their feet with Mariah May. They're waiting for Tony Storm to come back. Um, so yeah, but AEW was good last night. The new deal still have not been announced yet for AEW, which is kind of stupid because we already know there's a new deal. Um, and today, Young Bucks took a picture with Shane McMahon, and that's great, and that's awesome. What you freaking do? Um, Last night also, MVP officially arrived in AEW, um, which means that the Hurt Business or whatever the hell they're about to call themselves, um, yeah, AEW is officially um, getting Shane McMahon, and that's great, and that's awesome, and I'm happy for them. That's great, that's awesome. I'm happy for them. The thing about AEW though, and I feel like this is the thing about AEW, as great as they are, and as great as the storylines they have tried to create, Shane coming in is going to be great for them up until a point. If AEW starts to get back to where they were before the last couple of months, maybe even a year or so, are you going to give that credit to Tony Khan or are you going to give that credit to Shane McMahon? And that is why I feel like that's where the fucking clashing of styles are going to kick in. Because Tony Khan is going to want praise. And if he knows the praise is going to go to Shane McMahon, it's going to create problems. Last night, that tag team match for the Young Bucks, for the Young Bucks, uh, Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher. That was match of the night. Uh, it was literally the best match of the night. Um, One thing about AEW though, I will say this: a finisher is a finisher. A finisher is a finisher. I just said this recently about. I just said this literally recently about SmackDown. I mean Cody Rhodes. There is no need to be hitting 17 finishers to win a match. If you're gonna do that at WrestleMania, do that at SummerSlam, do that at like do that at a massive event where the storyline had been built out for 3, 4, 5 months. Because the finisher, if you kick out the finisher the first time, okay, but you do it on a TV show. Yo, they hit these dudes for like three finishers back to back to back. They even hit their ass with their own finisher, and and these motherfuckers still kicked out. I'm like, bro, really? Don't be doing that. Don't do false ass. And here's the thing: the crowd's gonna pop, and that's what you're doing it for. But that's the biggest fucking problem I have with AEW: the no selling, and also just the stupidity of just not fucking respecting the finisher. And WWE does it too. Like I said, Cody Rhodes. Like Cody Rhodes doing that shit at Backlash pissed me off. Like, why you not like why does it have to be five different fucking finishers? That's ridiculous. Just in the fucking match. Oh man, that shit pissed me off. But yeah, AEW last night, it was cool. It was a good match. It was a good night for AEW. Good wrestling. Um, like I said, the new deal of AEW is gonna be great for them. But do I think they're finally on the right track? I don't know. And that's the thing. They got better storylines now compared to the last couple of months. But yeah, I mean, we shall see. So Jey Uso finally captured a singles title in WWE. Man, he finally won a championship in WWE, um, beating um, Brian Breaker on Monday Night Raw. Um, Listen, I have been one of the refs. I have always said in my heart of hearts, man, Jay's not great in the ring. It depends on the person he's wrestling. The person that he's wrestling, Jay cannot carry a match by himself. You saw that with him and his brother Jimmy at WrestleMania. It was like neither one of these dudes can carry a match by themselves. They need someone like a Braun Breaker who can bring the intensity but can carry a match. Jay winning, uh, you know, this 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 Jay winning this the title on Monday Night Raw brings me to what I've always said about what was going to happen with Jay and Braun Breaker, which was I thought they would have this match at Bad Blood, but clearly they're going to have this match. They had the match Monday night. What I believe is going to happen is very simple. Braun Breaker's going to want his rematch. He's going to get it at Bad Blood. Braun Breaker's from Atlanta, and it will finally give you what you want. Jey Uso back in the Bloodline storyline because there's no way in hell Solo Sikoa watched his brother win a title on Monday Night Raw and not have a problem with that. And the Tongans, Tamatanga, Tongaloa, they have nothing to do at Bad Blood. That's going to be the order. Stop Jay. Get the belt from Jay. I don't care how you got to do it. Get it done. Now, some people sit there and say, I don't think there's going to be more matches added to Bad Blood. Brian Breaker's from Atlanta. There's going to be more matches added to Bad Blood. I can promise you that. Brian Breaker is going to end up at Bad Blood. I cannot see him dropping the belt to Jey Uso, and him now not getting. And on top of that, you don't have a mid card title on Bad Blood. The United States Championship was just fought for on SmackDown with LA Knight, and now Braun just dropped his belt to Jey. Jey hasn't also been on a pay per view since what, Backlash? Jey and Braun are going to fight at Bad Blood for the Intercontinental Championship, and that is how he's going to get back into. That is how he's going to get back into the Bloodline storyline, because he's going to fight um, Braun Breaker at Bad Blood, which is going to inadvertently cost him the Intercontinental Championship, because the Bloodline is going to cost him the title. So congratulations to Jey. I do believe you're going to have the title for at least a week, and you're going to drop it next Saturday to Braun Breaker. Which brings me to the original Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, in Bad Blood. First of all, I don't know whose idea it was to have Roman and Cody meet up at Georgia Tech Stadium in Atlanta and have these two men have that segment. Whoever it was, get those motherfuckers a raise. Get that motherfucker a raise, and like a week off, because that fucking segment was fucking legendary. One of the best segments probably I've seen in years. That segment was incredible. That that Cody Roman segment reminded me of the movie Heat, where Robert De Niro and Al Pacino, and they sat in a diner and they just talking shit to each other. That's what that felt like. It felt like watching two men who both feel like they're in the right to feel how they feel. The fact Roman came off like a baby face. Roman came off like a baby face because he actually asked Cody, "What do you want? What do you want? What do you need me to do for you to trust me in this situation, right?" And Cody was like, "No, bro, just give me your word that you won't double cross me, and I do the same." This match is gonna be awesome. This match is gonna be awesome. Now, here's the problem. Now, I will say this. Here's the problem. Now the conversation has switched to what do you do? What do you do at Bad Blood? Do you have Roman and Cody be the main event against the Bloodline, Solo, and Jacob Fatu? Or is it still going to be Drew McIntyre and CM Punk? And that's the thing. Drew McIntyre and CM Punk should be the main event. They have a longer story. I know. But Brian, that's the Bloodline. I feel like they have a longer story that has literally built up to. You literally built this storyline up to Bad Blood, Hell in a Cell. As much as I love Cody and Roman and the Bloodline and all that shit, you literally brought this pay per view back for CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. 27 years to the day when the first Hell in a Cell took place. Undertaker, Shawn Michaels. And y'all trying to tell me, well, Roman and Cody should be the main. No. Roman and Cody should either be the beginning or the middle. Jey and Braun should be the opener. So the bloodline screws them. And then Cody and Jay comes back out, and Jay comes out to help. Uh, or you could do the Cody Roman match first. You could do the Cody Roman match first. Nah, it won't work that way. Nah, it won't work that way. Because Jay could literally tell Cody, like, hey man, no matter what, I got your back. Because Jay's not gonna come out to help Roman. Jay's gonna come out to help Cody. He's not gonna come out to help Roman. And that's the thing. The fact that he's even engaging with Cody is going to the fact that he won a title without the bloodline, and then on top of that, and then again, we have not seen Jay at a pay per view since Backlash. When was the last time we saw Jay backstage with the bloodline? So that was the night they introduced uh Tunga Tungaloa. That's the thing. Yeah, I believe that the main event of Bad Blood should easily be Cody. I mean Drew McIntyre and CM Punk. You literally have built this rivalry up to get it into Hell in a Cell, and now y'all are having a fucking dilemma. I don't think it's a dilemma. I don't think Triple H is truly having a dilemma. I think people are trying to force it, but CM Punk and Drew McIntyre should be the main event of Bad Blood. Why? Because you literally built this fucking pay per view around them two. Let them be the main event. And of course, two things are coming back. Two things that just got announced also from WWE, and that is Saturday Night Main Event is coming back. I remember when they did it in the early 2000s. Um, Saturday Night Main Event. It was great. Um, when I was a kid watching it, we see John Cena and Randy Orton, and all these matches that we do. At some point, they stopped doing it like that because they took it away. But it's coming back this December, December 14th to be exact. Um, I don't know what you do, man. This is going to be a big Saturday Night Main Event. I do believe they're going to put some title matches on here. Do I think they do Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes 3? Uh, do I think they do Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes 3? I don't know. That's a tricky one. I don't know, but I do think they're gonna probably give Rhea the belt at Saturday Night Main Event. I think they're gonna give, and hopefully that ends that fucking storyline. But yeah, Saturday Night Main Event is gonna be great to see come back December 14th. But also, it just got announced. It just got announced, and that is SummerSlam is officially going 2 nights next summer, not the following summer, which was announced that Minnesota was going to get it, 2026, 2025 in MetLife, New York City, well, New Jersey really. It will be SummerSlam 2 nights. This just got announced. Um, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to go. I think this is going to be one of the best situations. Of course, in New York, of all places, putting it in MetLife in the summer, that's gonna be pretty dope. I can't wait to see how that's gonna look. I really cannot wait to see how that's gonna look. We kept asking if because they didn't announce this, that the 2025 SummerSlam. So now that we have now officially know that it will be SummerSlam 2 nights, New Jersey, New York, New Jersey, MetLife Stadium. I'm looking forward to it, man. It's gonna be pretty cool. So Can't wait, man. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about, man. Wrestling life. Like I said, next Saturday next Saturday will be um Bad Blood. Thank God I do LSU podcast, so I'll be able to do that. And yeah, until next week, until next Saturday. Peace.